Basketball you're back for more. I'm so impressed. It is the Daily Trainer, and we are back once again for another fun-filled workout, of course. But in this training, we are working out because we're trying to be the best player that we can be. Do you agree? I agree. Yes. The Daily Trainer is always here for you. Remember, you can always check back and check out other training videos and other episodes. And also, you can check us out on any other platform, which will definitely give you a little bit more information if you haven't gotten enough. Don't forget, you can also comment below, ask questions, hit us up. We can do whatever you need us to do as far as answering your questions and trying to get you to the game that you need to improve to. Okay, so today is another day and we are going to work on, yep, you guessed it, layups. We're working on our footwork today. Okay, so it's important that you, again, with the foundational steps of the beginning, right? If you are at a level where you need to work on your steps still, you want to start at the beginning. And if you are at a point where you don't need those foundational things, you can start with the mic and drills, which is just fine. Okay, that's just a nice little warm up just to get you to work on angles off the glass. And then we're going to roll the ball out to ourselves. We're going to work on our reverse pivots, our pivots moving forward with a forward movement. And then we're going to get into just the rest of the full workout after these layups. Now, with these layups, you want to make sure you are turning smoothly into the move. You don't want too many pauses and stoppages and too many negative steps into your movement, okay? Because as you're working, you're still working on your balance and your footwork, but at the same time, going forward. We'll talk about angles and not going wide later, but right now we just want to work on making our moves forward. We don't want to step backwards. We always want to be in an attack mode. Okay, so working on these layups, remember we're going to make 10 on the right side, 10 on the left side. If you want to challenge yourself and make 10 in a row, be my guest. Be my guest. Always challenge yourself. Don't let me hold you back from challenging yourself. Now, how tough was it for you yesterday when you were shooting the momentum shots? I know it was tough. Again, if you're doing it full speed, it becomes easier over a period of time. But remember, we're still working the flow and the rhythm of your shot. We don't want to go so fast that we can't stop under control. Okay, so remember, that is the point of the whole goal in stopping under control. So remember, we're dribbling up. Nice hard pound dribble. And another key that you might have found yourself doing is dribbling too many times to slow yourself down. Remember to get air under the ball, and you want to take that step and you want to jump stop and into your shot. Not a jump stop like a layup, just a nice easy 2-foot plant. And that's going to get that energy and everything moving forward into your shot. Okay, let's go ahead and make 5 in a row today, okay, at each spot, and challenge yourself in that way. Okay, it doesn't have to be swishes, just 5 in a row. If you don't make 5 in a row, then we'll just go 5 and then move to the next spot. Okay, remember, we're going to go with our right hand and then we're going to go with our left hand. So don't forget that either, right? It's not just 5 spots where we're just dribbling on one side. Okay, so I might have forgot to mention that yesterday, but I had mentioned it today. So don't forget to use that left hand. What you do on the right side, you got to do on the left side. We got to be able to go both ways, right? Once we start talking about counters and all these pullbacks and different dribbling moves to get us an open shot to create our own shot, we will talk about why it was necessary to learn having our left and our right hand. Okay, so remember, that's what we're going to do. No threes, keep it mid-range. All right, perfect. Around the world shooting. Oh yeah, it's time for that, most definitely. Are you bored of it? I'm not. Okay, we got to continue to make shots consistently. And when you're in close range, go ahead and use that glass. Like, I know you want to challenge yourself and make all the shots without using the glass, but when you're in close, see if you can hit that angle consistently. See if you can be consistent on hitting a spot. And it's the same thing with that arc. Can you hit that consistent arc consistently to make that shot? Okay, today we're going to up it. Let's go 5 from each spot, 5 from each spot. And let's go 3 makes in a row, but making 5 total. So you'll make 3 shots in a row, and then to move forward, you have to finish the rest and make those 5 shots from that spot. Okay, remember, once we go all the way around, we're going to come back around. So you're getting plenty of shots. You're in close range. You don't have to rebound as much, like as far as running around and chasing your shot all over the place. And if you're in a smaller area, it works out perfect because you might not have a 3-point line or a lot of room to shoot in regards to a full court. All right. Remember, you're still practicing your form. You're working on shooting the ball the same way consistently. We don't want to just shoot to make shots. It's nice to shoot and see the ball go in, but how realistic is that when we're looking for rhythm in our shots when we're catching and shooting in the game? Okay, so shooting as close as you can to that same feeling that made you shoot that shot and make it. Okay, but make sure it's the same so that you can have some consistency in understanding how to make shots consistently. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for you. All right, and then we're gonna go move on to this next drill. Now, we were dribbling stationary the past couple days. Now we're going to dribble on the move. Yeah, now we're getting the move. We're moving a little bit now. Okay, so we're still going to go right hand pounds. We're going to walk it up. Okay, walk it up, walk it up. We got to start moving. We got to start pounding that ball. We got our low dribbles, our mids, and our highs. We're going right hand. We're going left hand. Okay, so do not go away from working that pound dribble and that control. Okay, you have to change the tempo in your dribble because dribbling the same way all the time will get you picked. And also, when teams pressure you, whether it's in the half court or in the full, you will tend to lose the ball because you're only dribbling to your comfort level. And when you're dribbling to your comfort level, that always makes it difficult when pressure comes. We're not talking about just one player, it could be 2. Okay, so while somebody's chasing you and you're getting away, there may be a secondary player that may throw your rhythm off, and then that's going to make you turn the ball over. So be aware of understanding why these dribbles are important. We're not just doing it low, doing it mid, doing it high for you to just get a really good amount of practice. Okay. And then, of course, we are going to work our V dribble, walking up the floor a little bit. Okay, again, it's just more of a control thing. It's not so much something we're really going to do in game. We're also going to work our crossover. Let's work on snapping that ball and stepping a little bit more. We're working on snapping the crossover, okay? That's really important when it comes to selling the move, right? We want to make sure we're selling the move. So with that crossover, we want to step and we want to snap, okay? We want to work on keeping it low and under the defender's hand where they may reach, opposed to carrying it over the top, right? Like a Devin Booker, or I've seen Chris Paul do it. I've seen John Morant do it. Gordon Dragic does it. Yeah, I threw a little extra in there. You know, the old school Jason Kidd used to do it from time to time. All right. I believe Gary Payton did it as well before it really was a popular thing. So those are a couple guys that do that, and it is effective, but you also have to remember the lower you are, the easier it is for you to get by guys, right? Okay, especially taller guys, since a lot of us are watching this are probably a little bit shorter than most. So we got to make sure that we're staying lower than everybody. And then also remember to control, right? Do you have control of it? Even though you're snapping it, you're stepping it hard, do you have control to bring it back to your other hand if you need to, or to make a counter move, okay? So don't just do the moves and go through the motions. Do it effectively with the mindset that we're playing in a game, okay? And then we also have between, okay, the legs, tween, as people like to say. It's important that you're just working on feeling the movement of the ball going through your legs without having to look at it. So that's why we're going to walk that up and push it through, okay? And I think you guys got it, okay? Just remember, there's the pound dribble and the snap is so important, and then control lastly, and then you have to be balanced, right? So let's stay balanced when we're doing these. Remember, everything is a minute. Okay, so if you got to keep dribbling back and forth, you're doing it for a minute. All right. Yes. You know what time it is? It is conditioning time. After the sweat is dripping, you felt like you made all your shots, you're feeling good, you dribbled the ball, pounded it through the ground, probably left a couple cracks in the ground, or you dribbled the paint off the ball and you have no more rubber on the ball. You've done it all, but you still aren't in the best shape because you're breathing hard over there, aren't you? Yeah, you're breathing hard over there, and we got to get you in better shape. But today, instead of doing a run, okay, we're going to work on our lateral movement. So we're going to slowly sneak in a little bit of agility along with conditioning, okay? So I'm going to stick with that 5 sets that you need to do, okay? I don't want to get too far away from going and doing too much to where you're not reaching a goal or you're just missing a goal by a lot, okay? So we're going to get touches, okay, in between the key, all right? So we're going to be in the middle of the key to start, and then we're going to slide from key line to key line, okay, or lane line to lane line, all right? Whatever terminology works for you, that is what we're doing. But basically, where you would stand at the free throw line and wait for someone to shoot the free throw, you want to put your foot and touch those lines while you're sliding. The key here is to push off. Okay, we're working on lateral speed, but we're also working on our plant and our push reaction time. If we're not planning and pushing fast enough, us getting in front of somebody means absolutely nothing when they change direction. Okay, so we want to be able to plant, boom, push off. Plant, boom, push off. Plant, boom, push off. Okay. Staying low is key right now just for the drill, but at times you're going to have to stand up to help with your balance when taking contact or bumping somebody. Again, these are all things I'll talk about later down the road, but right now we're just setting the foundation of goodness. Okay. So remember, 5 sets. You're going to go 30 seconds each with a minute break in between, and then we're done. No sweat at all, man. This is easy, right? This is easy. And are you going to be better than the rest coming up? We'll see. You'll let me know. You'll say, man, I was doing all these workouts with you, and I became a better person at layups. I became a better shooter. Maybe you didn't become better at anything, but you were in better shape than everybody. As long as we are getting better, that is the key. Like I told you, are we going to be able to do everything perfect? You got to remember, we're working out by ourselves. So the amount of shots that we could possibly get up with somebody rebounding the ball for us is definitely not going to be as many doing it by ourselves unless we are just working our butts off, okay? You can still amount a good amount of shots and get a lot of good conditioning in even before the conditioning aspect of the workout. So just work hard. You know, that is key in this. And again, thank you for tuning in to Basketball U. But don't forget, someone's always working.